Hey friends, so welcome to DBC Inc. Live. I am Tara Martin, your host tonight, and I am joined with Henry Turner and Liz Bostwick. Welcome, friends.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
So good to be here. Good to see you.
We're so excited to see you too. So as you guys are coming in, please do join us over in the comments. Let us know who you are, what you do. Tell us something good. It is Thursday. It is Friday Junior, if you will. I get really excited about Thursdays, especially Thursday Night Live, because we're headed into Friday and it's kind of a reality check. If I don't have my goals done by the weekly goals by this time, I'm like, okay, I got to get it in gear. Or if I have a lot of them done, I'm like, yes, it's almost the weekend. So we do have some fun stuff to talk about tonight. Before I go into too much, every comment over in the comment section will enter you to win a free book of choice tonight. So we'll be talking about Henry's book and Liz's book as well, but you'll be able to choose from all of the DBC Inc. and Press book line. Remember, get those comments over in the comment section. That is your entry to win. You got it, Sean. You know exactly what to do. So get those over there. Tell us a little bit as we're talking, as they're introducing, we're sharing things. This is your amen corner. Just let it rip over there. Every single comment enters you to win. And I'll tell you how I choose them. I scroll, stop, and I look down. So if you have a lot of comments in there, you have a really good chance of winning. That is how random it is. So anyways, we're going to carry on. I'm going to let Liz go first. Tell us a little bit about her and what she does. And she is awesome. I love her so much. I could go on and on, but she definitely has written an amazing book with us. Liz, I want you to tell us a little bit about your book here to Take the Leap and all the things and a short little section.
You got it. Well, thank you again, Tara, for having both of us on. And I'm just so excited to be here with everybody. So I'm Liz Bostwick, and I'm also the author of Take the Leap, Ignite a Culture of Innovation, which is all about how we can create a culture where innovation can thrive. And so it really does focus on the culture. In addition to being the author of the book, I also do some of my own consulting and speaking. And I also work with Canva as a learning consultant, which has been just a complete joy to be able to combine a lot of my passions with an ed tech tool that I think really complements the work that I speak on. And I also taught for 16 years and also worked as a technology integration specialist for a number of years as well. So again, thanks for having me here.
We're so pumped to have you, Liz. She does a lot more stuff than even that. Like you did really good on that quick intro. Henry, we'll let you go next.
Well, thanks so much for being here again. This is like the power of community that Liz is someone I've been following for a long time, and I'm just like thrilled to finally get to chat with her for the first time and look forward to seeing her at FETC next week. So I'm Henry Turner. I'm the principal of Newton North High School in Newton, Massachusetts. I was going to say about this crazy week of even when you mentioned Thursday that we just wrapped up the end of the second quarter. So we are like in transition of the second half of the year. So woo, we are definitely in crazy town. As some seniors were telling me that, when do they start to do senior slump? It was like the big debate today in school. So I'm also I'm really passionate about how do we empower student voices and how do we talk about race and racism so that we can dismantle racism, and how do we create anti-racist schools, and I do some coaching as well with leaders, and was able to write this very fun book with Kathy Lopes, Change the Narrative, How to Foster an Anti-Racist Culture in Your School, which we're really proud about.
We're so proud of both of your works. It's so amazing. Both of them are just promote change in education, two different types of change. But I think it's just something that's both topics are important and valued and definitely need to be in the forefront of everything that we do as educators and really as humans. I feel like both of your books, Take the Leap and Change the Narrative, are both two books that are evergreen in every way and across professions. if you will. I mean, I know that we use education examples in there, but the idea and the theory behind it is definitely across professions. So if you've not checked out either of their books, I'm going to drop the links over in the comment section as they're sharing in a minute. Click on that link. Go. I'm going to drop our DBC Inc. webpage link. And what's cool about that link is you can scroll down and you'll see a big book cover at the bottom. Click preview and you can actually read the first couple of chapters for free. Yes, I love you that much. I'm going to let you read it, part of it for free, and then you'll be hooked in and you will want to purchase this. And let me tell you something else that's super cool. If you don't want to purchase it tonight, you can wait for one more day because you might win. So if you win, whatever. But if you wait one more day and you just want the Kindle book, all of our speakers that will be at FETC will have a sale on their Kindle books for $2.99. Y'all, you can't even get a small Starbucks for that much. So please check them out. You can collect them all in the next week for $2.99. It's still of a deal, and you get this great knowledge that you can take back to your school, your learning setting, and revamp the place. So we are going to get started. We're going to talk a little bit about FETC. I know I just saw the sweetest little message from Kristen. I'm going to make it even worse. Welcome, Amy. I see you creeping in here. That's awesome. She said she's jelly of this tech conference everyone's going to. Well, we're going to share some stuff. And Kristen, since you're not able to go, we are also going to share how we will be sharing out some of the information that our authors will be sharing. So we don't want to leave anyone out. We know what it's like to have FOMO. Dave is having FOMO too, because he won't be there either. He has to go to a different presentation. So we have some fun ways that we're going to try to get the knowledge out to you guys, clips and parts and pieces. But tonight you have two of our authors that are going to tell you a little sneak peek about their session and give you a little tip of something, a little sneak tip that you can take and possibly apply even tomorrow. So we got you back as always, and we're going to let Liz go first. So Liz, tell us a little bit about your session or sessions that you're going to be talking about at FETC, and also maybe just give us a little something that they can take away, a little nugget.
Sure thing. So I have a couple of sessions here on Monday, first thing in the morning at 8:30 in the morning. I do have a 2-hour workshop on it's enhancing engagement and student empowerment. And we're specifically looking at how do we leverage the tool of Canva to do that. So we're incorporating a lot of best practices and also integrating how do you leverage the EdTech tool as well. The best part of this session is that it's not just us sharing. What I love about it is that we're facilitating, we are sharing, and I'm doing this alongside Tisha Richmond, Janice Wintermeyer, and Amy Dallaire. So collaborative, 4 of us sharing out. But what's also awesome is that we've invited quite a few of our districts to join in to be able to really share their work. And our goal is to really highlight the amazing work that their teachers are doing there, and their administrators and librarians and people in all roles. So it's really exciting to be able to be a part of work where you can see districts really take off and begin empowering student voice and spark creativity. And as I mentioned, all the things I speak about and share about in my book. So we're going to be combining that within that session. And then in the afternoon, Tisha and I are co-facilitating a mobile mega share session on Canva to elevate teaching and learning. So we're taking in that session, yes, you hear the word Canva, and we are absolutely sharing the EdTech tool because both Tisha and I, our messages are pretty complementary in a lot of ways. And we've talked about it that she and I share so many complementary concepts and beliefs when it comes to education and how we can support our students and help teachers reclaim joy in the classroom and students as well. And so in that session, we're really combining our messages. She'll be sharing a little bit about Make Learning Magical. I'll be sharing a little bit about Taking the Leap. And then we'll be combining it again with the awesome tool of Canva. Now, I saw a comment up here pop up that said, Canva intimidates me. connect with me. I promise you, it's incredibly not intimidating. It's incredibly intuitive when you get your hands on it. So I'd love to connect with you, David. We have a lot of great resources available, and I would highly recommend that you join our Facebook community, the Canva Teachers community. And I always share with teachers, just like I do in my message of Take the Leap. It's not always about going extremely deep and far. It's not always about taking a ginormous leap. It's really about starting small at your comfort level and growing from there. You know, everybody is going to have a different approach, and that's okay, no matter what it is, whether it's a tech tool or whether it's an instructional strategy or how we facilitate our classroom, or even leadership. And then on the 24th, so on Tuesday, I'm also having a session at the Book Creator booth at the Expo. So I'll be sharing out there on supercharging your digital storytelling with Book Creator and Canva. And then I have a Meet the Author experience. And Henry, if I'm not mistaken, I think we are at the same time. Yes. So I thought that, but I'm like, it's in the back of my mind. So as I'm sharing this, I'm like, I'm pretty sure we're at the same time. So this is so much fun that we're here and then we're going to be there together sharing out. We'll have to get a picture of the two of us with our books.
I was fixing to say a selfie is in order.
Oh, for sure. We will do it.
It must be. Hopefully I'll be there too.
I hope so. You'll be running around.
I will. Yeah. And I'll tell them what I'm doing later, but that sounds amazing. Like so many sessions, so much stuff to do, so much stuff to learn. And David, yes, if you are interested in learning a little bit about Canva, becoming less intimidated, Liz is your girl. She's going to take care of you. She'll help you in the smallest little steps. She puts out these cool little tiny short videos on Instagram too. So if you don't follow her on Instagram, we'll have them share their handles as we close out this session. So make sure you follow her there, because sometimes it's just little tiny things that you can figure out really quick. With those videos. So thank you, Liz. We cannot wait to see you at FETC. I can't wait to see everyone. I'm so excited. We have 17 authors going to be there, so we are pretty pumped up about it. And Henry is one of our other ones that's going to be there. So Henry, please go ahead and share what you're going to be doing at FETC.
Sure. Yeah. So I have a couple of sessions as well. They are all on Tuesday. And so and I'm going to be running around the conference center all day there. So 10 o'clock, I am doing a workshop that is a brand new workshop for me. So I've been doing a lot lately, or the last several years, on the change process. And that's what the book has been about, how to change a culture. And the question that has been coming from the book has been, well, how do I get started as a leader? And so the new concepts I'm going to be sharing in this workshop, which is called From Tequity to Equitable Grading. It's really focused on how to get started as a leader and to take on very straightforward values-based issues, but also how to take on some of the more challenging concepts in the equity space as well. And then I have 15 minutes. And I am then sprinting over at 11 o'clock, and Carrie Gallagher and I are doing a workshop that we've done for several years now, which is focused on digital wellness, and really focused on how to build students the skills to be able to address in the online space hate speech, to be able to be upstanders, take care of each other, and to create a social media environment that is what they aspire for in terms of a culture. So that's a 2-hour workshop from 11 to 1. I believe that you have to pay in order for extra for that, but it's definitely going to be worth it. There's going to be a lot of great tools and skills that we're going to be building for folks. And then, as Liz said, later that day, I'll be with her doing the Meet the Author. I also, because there's so many educators that are going to be there, I'm going to be doing several podcast recordings while I'm down there. So I know that I'm meeting with Carl Hooker and Ken Shelton on their podcast. So that will be fun to connect and talk more about the book and education. And there's so much that I know that we're talking about in our school and in Massachusetts. I saw there's some Massachusetts people who are with us. And so I'm really excited to hear what other people are thinking about in this really hard but really exciting time for educators.
For sure. That sounds exciting. We are going to be all over the place, which if you hear how much these two are going to be all over the place, you can only imagine where I'm going to be. I am going to be where they are. And so we have 17, I think 16 or 17 authors that are going to be there. So what DBC Inc. is hoping to do at FETC is creep in, peek in to as many author sessions as possible, catch a little clip and share it out to you guys. Kristen, I saw you ask earlier, is there a not at FETC hashtag? I think if there's not, you should start one. And if you want me to, I'll start using it on all of our materials just to make sure you guys are seeing it. But we will be using DBC Inc. books. So if you're looking for a hashtag just to follow, you can find my stuff. That'll be one. FETC and DBC Inc. books will both be one. But Kristen, I don't see why we shouldn't use that. I think it's a great one. Dave will be looking at that one too. So yes.
Can I jump in real quick?
For sure.
I think I forgot to answer your last question, which is one thing.
Oh, one little tip. Yeah. I was going to come back to it anyway.
So I realized I'm still in my office at almost 8 o'clock at night. That's because we have an amazing performance going on in my school, which is our students of color who have written a play sharing their stories. And I would say that is my one tip, is to get students to share their personal stories, their personal journeys, and so that they can help to educate us, puts them in a leadership role.
Love that. That's awesome.
So powerful. I really appreciate that. And I do want to share just real quick that Henry also has a really great email that if you subscribe to it, I do receive that, but it does give all types of great tips and linked resources and everything. So I just wanted to plug that as well. And one thing I did want to also add to, just for those of you who are not at FETC, I do want to share that we also are having, because Henry reminded when he was talking about podcasts, we're actually going to be airing a live episode of our Canva Conversations with the four of us. And so we're going to be doing that live Sunday at 4 p.m. Central. And so that link, I will be sharing it out tonight on my Facebook page and everywhere else on social media. So be sure to join into that, because that's going to be fun. We're going to be highlighting some of the work we'll be doing at FETC and also sharing about some of the awesome districts we work with and highlighting student projects in Canva.
Yes, for sure. And each one of these sessions too have these a lot of them have a resource link that is available for all participants, even if you're not at FETC. So if you follow the hashtag FETC and you follow any of our authors, most of them have some sort of resource link they'll be sharing from their sessions that you can take and get some of the ideas and bring them right back to your learning setting. I know that I have one as well I'll be doing book snaps. I know most of you here have heard me talk about book snaps, seen it, whatever. And Kristen, I did see over there that you were sad that Tish and I wasn't going to be on the road. We will not be road tripping this one, but we will be together. So you can expect some shenanigans for sure. I'm sure of that. We'll be together. We'll be staying in the same room, running in a million different directions during the conference. So what DBC Inc. is hoping to do for you all that'll be there and the ones that will also not be there, we are going to try to peek into as many sessions as possible from our authors. We'll be giving away some free books, not just to the people that are there at FETC, which we will be. I have a whole suitcase full of them. And then we'll also be giving away some free course, DBC University course codes. So you actually can get a free course by participating in some of our tweets that we're putting out about these sessions. So you have some real opportunities to get some free PD from DBC Inc. And we'll be trying to share out as many of those resource links and stuff as possible. I'm trying to collect those from the authors now, just so I'll have them on hand. And when I make these tweets, then you can click on the link and get some ideas there. Also, I'll keep in mind, we also will be promoting all of the books at the Kindle books for $2.99 for the whole week. So it starts on Saturday when I leave for FETC. I'll get there early. really late on Saturday night for Sunday. And then it'll go all the way from Saturday until Thursday. So you'll have this opportunity to get 17 plus books. I think Matt has like 5 books. So all of his as well, Matt Miller. And all for $2.99 on the Kindle. So definitely check that out. If you're going to be there, most of our authors have this opportunity to have meet the author. So if you can't make it to their session, head over to the expo hall and try to meet them there. It's just a great way to catch some selfies, tweet those out, share them out. Yes. DBC course codes. Yes. So that's really fun. We have several of our authors that have created a course or been a part of a course or are going to be there too. But even if they're not, we have some cool courses on DBC University, and we're really excited about sharing some of that with you, some digital resources that you can take and use. He will be doing some live streams. That is correct. And also Eric Kurtz created us a link that lets you connect with a lot of people that's going to be there at FETC. So I'll make sure and get that from him too and add those to the comments. But yeah, so much fun stuff happening. So much good stuff happened with Liz and Henry. If you have not been inspired, well, you might want to check your pulse because you should be. And I know you're going to want to follow them, and don't already follow them. I'm going to give them an opportunity to share their contact information. Share how David can get in contact with you, Liz. He can change his mind about Canva. And Henry, I would love for you to do the same after her, to make sure that as they are learning, reading your book, jumping in on those Kindle sales, they can connect with you all. So Liz, I'll let you go first.
For sure. So David, yes, I've got your back. Message me. So you can connect with me. It's Elisabeth Bostwick is really my handle no matter where you go. So you can go to any social media channel, and it was showing here earlier on the screen. So if you use that, you'll be able to connect with me anywhere. So I look forward to connecting. I hope I hear from you, David. And yes, if anybody else wants to connect, feel free to reach out. I always love talking education. I love learning from others. I love sharing, and I always love networking and connecting.
For sure.
And people can find me. The easiest way is to go to henryjturner.com. You can sign up for my newsletter and also social media links there. Twitter, it's Turner HJ. Instagram, it's Turner_HJ, and Post, which is my new social media place for chatting, is Henry Turner.
Post. Tell me more about Post. I don't even know what that is.
Amazing. Yeah. So Post News is it is a place for sharing of news and ideas, and it's got a much safer comment section than Twitter. In terms of that's the priority, is really creating a safe space for open and honest conversation and balanced opinions. So it's been a really Post.news is a place to sign up. They are still in beta, so it takes a few days to a week to get on there, but people will find it very user friendly, and it's been a very healthy environment, particularly when you're talking about race and racism, and there's been some hate speech on Twitter. So this has been much safer environment.
I love that. I'll have to check it out. First time I heard of it. Sorry, I just get excited when I hear new things on here, and it's live, so we just chat like we're having coffee together. I forgot to mention, if you are going, and I don't think too many of us in the comments tonight are actually going to FETC, but if you're watching this on the playback and you want to connect with me, I would certainly love to give you a hug. And take a selfie, all the things. Hear about your story. Tell me all the things. I will be at Meet the Author Expo Hall as well on Wednesday, January 25th from 10:15 to 10:45. And on that same day from 2 to 4, I do have the book Snapchat for annotation and digital visualization course. Super excited about that. It'd be a lot of fun. So we will be flooding our hashtag, the FETC hashtag, with lots of book snaps. So if you see them, love on them, give them some props, especially for people. I'm always surprised at how many people have never heard of book snaps. I don't know why. I think the whole world should know about them. But every time I go to a conference, I have people raise their hand if they've never even heard of it. And like 70% of them raise their hand. I'm like, well, you're in the right place. Let's do this thing. And so if you are familiar, most of you over here are my Book Snaps ambassadors, if you will. And you see some out there, give them some love. Let them know that you see them, you see what they're learning. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us tonight, Liz and Henry. I can't wait to hug you, meet up with you. We will be having a coffee date for all of the DBC and Impress authors. We're going to be joining up, getting some beignets and some coffee and some selfies and all the things. So we'll try to do some live videos or something that we can add to our stories and put them on Twitter as well, so you guys can feel like you're a part of it as well. But thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Thanks for joining us over in the comments too.
Thanks, everyone. Great to see you
Yeah,
all.
thank you. So great to connect.
Bye,
Agreed.
everyone. Be sure and follow the hashtag FETC starting on Monday, really, officially. And then also follow all of us. We'll be putting stuff out on our stories, putting stuff out in tweets. We won't have all of the adventures of road tripping it, but I'm sure we'll have plenty of shenanigans to share over there. So go check us out. Thank you again for joining. Have a good night, everyone.